Oh my god. This is the fudgiest brownie I think I've ever made.
This is the fudgiest brownie I've ever seen on the internet. Let's test it out.
We're gonna start by browning 1 cup of butter.
We're gonna start by browning 1 block of butter.
And then once this gets all nice and foamy, we're going to add in dry milk powder.
I don't have dry milk powder, so I was gonna skip it. Then I went on her website and found out that you can't. So like any single guy in New York on a Tuesday afternoon, I went around Target looking for baby products. Besides his portion size being too big, it's gonna freak out anybody who visits my apartment.
Nobody visits his apartment.
So I went with the best alternative.
Multiplies the little toasty bits in the brown butter to make it even more flavorful.
If you put some of this in your milkshake, the boys will be lining up in your yard.
We're gonna add in our cocoa powder, and the hot butter will activate the cocoa and enhance that chocolate flavor.
Now we'll add half a cup of cocoa powder, and it looks like the mixer is freaking out. Also, the cocoa powder turned everything dark, so how do I know if the butter is properly brown? So after stirring it around for a little bit with my Ligma fork, I'm gonna give it a sniff test. Woo! Anyways, don't ever put your face directly above bubbling butter. The oil will burn your eyelid. Don't ask me how I found out.
And then we're gonna mix in some chopped dark chocolate and a little bit of oil.
So 6 ounces of dark chocolate and 3 tablespoons of oil.
All that chocolate cools, we're gonna whip together our eggs with brown sugar. And the goal here is to dissolve the sugar completely, which is what will give us that paper thin crust on top of our brownie.
So we'll beat together 3 eggs and half a cup of brown sugar. I only have 1/4 cup of brown sugar, so I substitute the other 1/4 with cane sugar.
It takes a little bit of work, but it will be worth it, I promise.
Lucky for me, because I majored in beating eggs and sugar by hand.
Okay, you can test with your fingers to see if you can still feel, yeah, I can still feel some of it.
Alright, looks pretty good. Let's give it a test. It's gonna take a while, so you already know I'm gonna go beat it on the couch.
Whew. Okay, let's see. I think we're good.
When the eggs start to look like latte made by a tattooed barista, we can add in the powdered sugar.
I'm also including powdered sugar, which will dissolve almost instantly.
After I added in the powdered sugar, I realized it doesn't dissolve instantly.
It smells incredible. And this makes
After we pour in the cocoa brown butter mixture, it does smell incredible. However, it looks kind of like Italian witchcraft.
the most gorgeous brownie batter.
So after we mix in half a cup of flour, I'll give you a little bit of ASMR food porn.
Nice job, team.
Now these bake at 350 for 30 minutes.
So we'll line parchment paper, pour in the batter. My batter looks way thinner than hers, so we'll only go for 15 minutes at 350.
And then we're gonna give them an hour to chill before cutting.
So here comes the worst part of this recipe, waiting for an hour before I can eat it.
My heart is like racing, I'm really excited. I forgot to hit record, but
Good thing I remembered to hit record. I also remembered to post it on Instagram. Now it's cooled and just a little bit warm in the center, which is the perfect condition for tasting. A lot of people wonder what the Ligma fork is good for. It's perfect for grabbing the centerpiece of baked goods. This brownie is looking pretty fudgy. Let's give it a taste and rate it 1 through 10. The top layer is very thin and crispy, and the inside is very gooey and moist, and occasionally you get hit with that clunk of chocolate. The toasted malt powder kind of gives it that dry aged beef flavor, but in a very pleasant, sweet kind of way. I eat brownies like once a year, and every time I eat it, it impresses me. So I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Alright, thank you.